We are building our dream tiny home in the mountains. Everything was going perfectly until it wasn't. Our week turned into cleaning up messes, dealing with the pretty major fireplace fupa, water overrunning us, issues with the build, and even a bear. As we arrived at our tiny home, we were met with chaos. Nails were scattered everywhere, debris in every corner. We just jumped into cleanup mode, thinking we could get things in order quickly. Little did we know, this was just the beginning of a much bigger challenge that awaited us this week.
When they put this in originally, the fireplace people, they notched it here and they notched it here. Well, that was against code. Well then, in the meantime, they took out all the gas things that come out. That's just weird.
The problem is, it's not just even weird. We purchased a gas fireplace, so there has to be gas to the fireplace. It's gas and wood stove, and they took out all the gas. In the bathrooms where the vanities are supposed to be, they failed to put the drops for the lights for the vanities. So that's another issue that is a problem as well. And they forgot to put the outlet over the fireplace, and as you can see behind me, they have all the insulation here because they want to go ahead and start with insulation and then drywall next week, but we got to get some things fixed before we can move on that. So again, we expect there to be issues, but it does feel a bit frustrating when the issues keep coming, and it's feeling like, how are we going to resolve some of these? But patience, we're trying to be patient. So we haven't gotten our issues dealt with yet. We've shared the issues that we found in there, but we still haven't got them taken care of. And in the meantime, we found some other things that we want to change. So we have a meeting tomorrow with our project manager, and hopefully we will start getting some of these things taken care of, because we thought we were kind of stopping right now until the issues gotten taken care of. But let's show you what we came back to today. Now, normally you'd be really excited about seeing progress. It's not that I'm not, but I just want our issues to be taken care of first.
All right, so our project manager did tell me that we were going to be getting insulation soon, but didn't realize it's actually already in. So he told me, yes, we still have a few electrical things and some different stuff we need to take care of, but I actually didn't expect this to be in as quick as it was, but they got it in. So again, and now one thing we did notice is that standard comes a ceiling with blow-in insulation as well, and then the exterior walls, but it does not include the interior walls. We're from Michigan. We insulate everything, you know, when we built up there, so it's originally from Michigan. And we like our interior walls insulated because of sound.
So we're gonna surprise our project manager with another change order, because we definitely want some insulation. As you can see, this is our kitchen right here. And this wall between the kitchen and this room right here, this is our bathroom. No one wants to hear somebody in the bathroom while you're in the kitchen. And then because it's such a small house, we feel like that extra insulation in the interior walls is gonna be well worth the additional money that it would cost, because it's not probably gonna be that much, but the benefits will be huge. So if you're doing a house, you might wanna check on the interior walls if you're interested in having some of that sound barrier. So they gave us permission to go ahead and put in the insulation in the interior walls rather than have somebody else come and do it. So we needed to go ahead and start first with getting everything cleaned up, so we were ready to roll.
So I went to Home Depot to pick up the insulation. I strapped it down with a heavy duty strap. I'm going down the road and it starts friggin' blowing out going down the road. Not pleasant, so I had to get out and get it, and it was not a good day. So I lost a $68 bat of insulation. 2 of them flew off. I found the one, but that was after a while driving back and forth. So it was a little bit of an intense day.
So one thing I hate about insulation is when it gets all the little glass and I'm touching it in your hands and in your arms. So I've got long sleeves, long pants, but I forgot my gloves, so better go get my gloves. Okay, got my gloves. I'm ready to go. But Kevin is taking his time. Back in there, just taking a little rest in the master room. You ready?
No, I'm putting tools together.
He's pretending that he's doing something. But he's really getting a nap. I'll just get started without him. So, we have R13. It says on here to have a straight edge, a dust mask, tape measure, eye protection, knife, gloves, loose clothing, the stapler. I am missing a mask and eye protection.
Looks like there's nails that we're gonna have to be removed in different places.
I feel like if I work really hard, I can have to go to work tomorrow and leave this to Kevin to do. I'm not a fan of the insulation work.
Still going in the dark. Try to get her finished up. If you get a little tiny pneumatic T50 stapler, these things are sweet. Just saves you a lot of stuff on your arm. So. One of the things while we're out here at night, try to make a lot of noise, turn the air compressor on, do all that kind of stuff to keep the bear away, because I really don't want to go face to face with him tonight. All right, so we got the insulation done and I'm about ready to itch my skin off, but we also we just barely had enough to get it finished. So we were actually scraping down to little scraps that we had to get it all in. Of course, it's just for soundproofing, but we got it all done, so I'm super excited.
So I'm feeling a tad bit frustrated and trying to not feel frustrated, but we came back and several of the things, we found some more issues, which again, we expect to have issues, but it is just getting a bit frustrating. So one is they put these posts on, but one of the posts is actually hanging off the cement. 2 of them are actually, which it doesn't look good. Like, that's gonna need to be fixed. That's terrible looking. So another issue is in the hallway, the attic opening is not centered in the hallway. It's actually off-centered, and they put the light in a really weird spot, and it doesn't match the plans at all. So now that I'm done having a bit of a moment, as I kind of have some panic about some of the things that we need to fix, I do want to point out that the cedar posts do look really nice. They are nice, and they're big cedar posts, and the color, I think once we get the stain on them too, is really going to bring out that cedar. So I do really like the way the posts look. There's just a couple that are coming off of the cement that we're going to need to look at. How can we remedy that? But the posts do look really nice. I also do want to figure out too, what are we going to do around the base, because there was some question about whether or not that is finished, and to me, that's definitely not finished. So as you can see, we had to put a sign in here for our food garbage because of our little friend who visited us last night.
All right, so our bear came to visit us. So we got something special because in a big trash can, people like to throw a lot of trash in there, food trash, whatnot. So we got something special there. And this one doesn't open unless you put the squeeze on it. It's very thick, very heavy duty, double walled. Was not cheap, but I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than me building a bear enclosure.
We got us a bear trash, and it's super easy. Actually, you'd think it'd be hard because so the bears can't get in it, but actually it's real easy, but it is heavy. So now we got to put our handy dandy bear sign on here and hope that people will take the time to do this.
We're ready to go.
So as we've shared with you before, we have some water issues, and you can really see it today because it's been raining a lot. The water is pooling up around the house and out where we put the fire pit. So we definitely have some issues that we have to address. And it's important all the way around the house that we get that grading, that they get that grading correct, because that's the water going away from our house. And we don't want any water going towards our house that can impact your foundation and all of that. So we're gonna have to we got a lot of work ahead of us to move some of the stuff we've done, but we knew that was a potential possibility. So we're just gonna roll up the sleeves and get that out of the way so they can make sure that all of this grading is done in a way that keeps our foundation and keeps all the water away from the house. And we see some of these issues with the water, not only in the back of the house, but also at the front of the house. So unfortunately, we are going to have to move all of our rocks that we placed and possibly our fire pit as well. But in order to do that, we're going to have to get the tractor through right here, and they put the siding right there. So we're going to have to move that pile of siding so that we can go ahead and get the tractor back here and get all of these rocks moved out of the way so they can eventually start addressing the water issues.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love.
Good morning. So we are getting ready to move some rocks again, and we got to get ready for the grader, so we need to have those out of the way.
So we've moved these rocks 472 times, and we'll move them again. The good news is we don't have to go to the gym. We have our workout plan for today. Moving rocks.
Yeah.
Dakota.
And it's already friggin' scorching hot, and the sun's not even really hardly up. So should be a good sweaty workout day.
But I know you will turn it around. Oh, this is all we got. And I know you'll make mistakes. Get interference and lose your way. Find the light when it rains. Oh, this is all we got. Show me life, show me love, make a change. Time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me love, show me love.
So we got all of the rocks that we had set up for a wall around the back of the house taken out in preparation for the grader to come and hopefully take care of some of this issue that we're having with water. Now the only thing is we also have some of these big things here, these big rocks, and we also have the fire pit. Not sure how that's gonna go. And then lastly, we have a lot of gravel here that we already placed, just thinking that we knew what we were gonna do and realizing that that's not the case, which seems to be the story of our life. So we're now going to try to scoop up as much of this gravel and repurpose it to the front of the house or this side of the house and see how that goes. So we at least don't waste all of this. And then we'll do some landscaping back here later. So now we're ready for the graders to come and actually get this all graded so that the water's flowing away from the house and we can start the whole landscaping thing all over again. Good thing we like projects. So we're having custom cabinets and he sent us all the measurements on the cabinets for us to check. And because we've had so many slight issues here and there, and I don't think it's that many considering building, but we want to go ahead and lay it out and measure and make sure everything is correct before we go ahead and say okay. And I know they've already done that too, but you know, 2-3 eyes are better than just one. So that's what we're going to do now. Start measuring. So the problem is that the dimensions that the cabinet makers were working with was 192 and 150 inches, but it's actually 157.5 inches, the wall is. So thus the cabinets are off by 7.5 inches. And we could use the extra cabinets. So we're gonna have to talk about that. So the good news is after going through this and looking at all the measurements, we are good with the cabinets and the size that they are. It's just we have a little bit more room on the end by the fridge, but in order for it to look symmetrical, I think that's why they did that. And that was on our initial plan, so I don't want to change that.
Yeah, I think we're good.
So we met with our project manager, and as you know, we had several concerns that we wanted to deal with, and for me, it was causing me a great amount of stress. But now you can see I look happy and relieved because we got a lot of those things, really all those things taken care of. So let me show you what we're planning. So up here, where we have the issue with the attic stairs being offset and the intake for the air being offset, we are actually, follow me, moving the attic into the spare room closet. So it won't be anywhere that it looks or you can see it. It'll be in the closet, tucked out of the way, which is really a good option all the way around. And even more importantly, that does make it so that they don't have to do anything with the integrity of the joists or any of that in the roof. So that was a plus.
So here in the hallway, what they're going to do is they're actually going to reduce the intake here, make that one a little bit smaller so they can center it, and then they're going to put an additional one up on this wall right here. So that way we'll have it pulling from two areas, which is better. Even though it's a really small house, I like the idea of having the two intakes better anyway. So it'll be pulling air from here and dumping the cold air back in.
All of the outlets and the issues with missing lights in the bathroom, additional outlets that we wanted, the outlet in the fireplace, all being addressed. No worries there. They're taking care of all of that in the next few days.
In addition to this above us being fixed, actually this area right here will be completely taken out. So it'll be just smooth drywall into here, which will make a much better, it's open already, but it'll be much better opening. so it'll just be smooth drywall. If it was this, it'd have to be cased, just like the other doors without a door on it, but we're gonna have drywall.
This window right here is going in with the siding. They will be coming soon and they're gonna take care of that. In addition to that, we did a change order with the doors. So it's actually gonna be stain on one side of the door and we changed it to be paint on the inside of the door because the stain on the outside, we love the color for the outside, but the inside is a lot of white and darker wood. And so we wanna keep the white on the inside.
So with the grading, what'll have to happen is the dirt will have to be at least 6 inches below where the siding ends, and then every 10 feet it has to drop 6 inches. So this will be taken down a good bit as they do the final grading, and the same thing will happen around the entire house.
Of course, I also had some concerns about what this looked like and whether or not this is finished. And then there were also some issues with a couple of the posts hanging over the cement a bit.
So right now they're coming up with a plan how to fix that and make it look like it truly is finished. We got a lot done this week, and actually we've got a lot coming up for next week. So remember, have an adventure and be free.